Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. So in today's video we're going to talk about array in JavaScript, or what are the uses of array and why we use array. So first let's start with how you can declare an array. So for that, first you have to write the data type. First you have to write the data type, that is let, and then the name of the array. So here we are taking the name student list, student it's my bad, list, student list, and then after that the square bracket, and in between the square bracket we will write the values. So for here we are taking string values. So the first one is std1, that is student 1, and then std2, and then sorry my bad, then std3. So this is how you declare an array in JavaScript. You are you're thinking that why we have to use array when we can declare a variable and assign value to it. So now let's understand within an example. Suppose you have a class of 50 students, so you want to store the names of all the 50 students. So for that you can make 50 variables, or we can say 100 variable. So in these use cases array is very useful. You can store all the name of the student, or you can say all the name or a bunch of values in a single variable. So this is how why we use array, and this is it. And now let's talk about how you can access a particular value from an array. So for that, here we are consoling a value. Suppose we want to access a value at a one index. So basically the index of the array starts from 0. So the std1 is at 0th index, and then the first index, and then the second index. So suppose here we want to access the value at first index, so it will console us the value at first index, so that is std2. So this is how you declare an array and how you can access a particular value from an array. Now there are some functions which we use with the array. So first let's talk about the push function. So basically push function is used to push a value at the end of an array. Basically it pushes the value at the end of an array. So for that we are using here student list dot push, and then we will insert a value, that is std4. Sorry my bad, std4. And now if I console it, the std4 will be at the third index, that is student 1, student 2, student third, and then student fourth. So this is push function. Now there's another function, that is pop function. So pop function, so basically pop function is used to remove the last element, or we can say last value from the array. So basically here the last value is std3. Suppose you want to remove the value from the array, so for that you can use like student list dot pop. So it will remove the last element from the array, and if I console it, it will only show us two values, student 1 and then student 2. So these are the two function. Now the another one function, that is index of. So basically index of function returns the index of a particular value. Suppose the here std2, and if we pass std2 in index of, then it will return the index of the std2. Now there is another one, reverse. So basically reverse is used to reverse the array. So here if I write like student dot reverse, basically it will reverse the array. Sorry my bad, I think we have to store it in another variable. Like first comment the pop function, and sorry, let reversed let reversed equal to so basically it will reverse the array, and if we return the reversed, it will return us the reversed array. So as you can see, it will say st3, then st2, and st1. So these are the function. And now there is another one function, that is sort function. So basically sort function is used to sort the array, or we can say array in a alphabetical order, or we can say according to the numerical order, or which type of value you passing to the array. Now there's another one, that is toString. So basically toString is used to convert the array into string. So for that, like you can write like toString, it will convert the array into a string. So as you can say, it converts the array to and string. So this is how you do. And now there is another one, join. So basically join is used to join the values in an array with any symbol, or you can say anything. Now there is another one, shift. So basically shift is used to remove the value from the first index. So for that you can use like uh, log, sorry my bad, log. If you store it in a variable name, let shifted, no, sorry, student list dot shift. Basically it shifts the value, like if we do like, if we, it will remove the first element from the array. So as you can say std2 and 3, it removes the first element from the array. Now there is another now there is another one function, that is unshift. So basically unshift is used to add the value at the zeroth index, or we can say the first index of the array. So for that you can write like unshift and then start like shifted. So basically it will insert the shifted at the zeroth index and shift all the values to the next index. So basically it's shifted and then std1, std2 and then std3. So these are the function. And now there is another one function, that is concat. So basically concat function is used to concat, or we can say add to function, oh sorry, add to arrays. So here is a student list, and now we can create like let student list 2 and values like std4, then std5. So basically if we use like we create and store it in a merged array, name merged array. And now student list 1 dot concat, we are concating it, concat like, and then pass student list 2. So basically it stores a merged array which stores student list 1 value and student list 2 value too. So if I console here merged array, basically it consoled as the merged array, that is std1, std2, std3, std4 and then std5. So this is the concat function in JavaScript. Now there is another one, that is flat. So basically flat is used to remove the spaces, or we can say un like empty spaces from the array, and also the nested array into a flat array. So for that you can use examples like let nested arr equal to, so here we have 2 comma 2 comma no like we can get 1 comma 2 and then a nested array name 3 comma 4. So this is if I console it, nested array, basically it will return as the nested array, that is array inside of an array. So if you want to create a flare array inside of that, so for that you can use like dot flat. So as you can see it will create the flat array of the nested array. So this is and it also is space, like suppose you have a empty space here, and if you use flat, then it will make a flat array. And if you didn't use it, suppose you didn't use it and you will console it, it will show as an empty item. So basically flat removes the empty block from the array and also nested array to into a flat array. So this is how you can. And there is another one, that is splice function. So basically splice function is used to remove a particular value from an array and insert another value to the same index. So for that you can use like let spliced arr equal to, now here like student list 1 dot slice, sorry my bad, splice, and then we will write like first argument, that is the index of the value. So here we are using one index value, and then another argument is how many variable, oh sorry, how many values we are removing from the array. So for that we are also using one, and then the value which we are inserting, that is like we can say spliced value. And now if I console the spliced array, log spliced array, it will remove the first index value and then insert the, sorry my bad, I think I did something wrong, sorry, oh my bad, we here is it is returning the value which is removed from the array, that is std2 from the index first. And now if we student list, basically as you can see, it remove the std2 and insert a spliced value inside the same index. Now there is another one, slice. So basically slice is used to create another array, or we can say uh, dividing the array in multiple arrays, or we can say creating a sub array of the array. So for that you can use like let sliced arr uh, array equal to, now we use like student list dot slice. So the first argument is from which index we are starting it, that is 1. And if I didn't pass any value to it, so if I console it like this sliced array, it will return us all the value from first index. And there is another one, that is endpoint, that is 2. So it like 2. So as you can see, it will return start at 1 and then ended at second index. So these are the some of the functions of array, and these are majorly used functions which we used with array. Now there are more functions. You can read about them on the internet. And I think this is enough introduction to the array and the function of the array. Now thanks for watching the video, and if you do like the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and do share. And thanks for watching. Bye bye.